Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Velus Jones.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jones throw taken in by Evans here.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share.
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
52's the mark, boy. 52. You ain't doing nothing today.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Evans from 13 yards out.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. Don't like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On play action, Fields.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left.
There's Mooney with another catch.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And a catch right side by Evans.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. This is caught by Evans.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Jones on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Back to throw. Jones.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Jones. This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Pats are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They find some open field here. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run by Chris Evans.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off play action, Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
48, come on. Let's go.
Play action. It's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. loss, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
On 4th down, Fields.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Chicago!
Corey Blasingame.
39 yards.
And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Evans running straight ahead.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now Jones Throwing on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Damian Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd. And get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.